At this point, the latest drama surrounding Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson has made its rounds throughout the internet.
It's humiliating. I'm embarrassed.
With baby number 2 on the way, we're sure there will be a lot of new changes happening with Khloe and her family. And how she goes about parenting with her second child in a new family dynamic is sure to be one of them. Number 1. Not as expected. Here we go. Okay, so it doesn't take too much research on the Kardashian-Jenner family to understand that wherever the Kar-Jenners go, drama in some way is sure to follow. I mean, they kind of made an entire TV show documenting this twice. But I digress. Khloe and Tristan have had an on-again, off-again relationship for years, until officially calling it quits after news of Tristan's paternity scandal with Mara Lee Nichols started circulating and was later confirmed. However, before anyone knew about this, Khloe and Tristan's second child had already been conceived via surrogate in November of last year. And while Khloe and Tristan may be excited for their second bundle of joy to arrive, the road to said arrival will likely have a different dynamic with a surrogate. Number 2. Where do they stand? Speaking of dynamics, some things are bound to change with the arrival of Khloe and Tristan's second baby. Though they have already been co-parenting their first daughter, True, things may feel different now that the two are officially over and don't seem to see a future together in sight, outside of their co-parenting relationship. A source told ET he will always be the father of their kids, and she won't strip him of that. But in terms of living happily ever after, Khloe isn't holding her breath. Number 3. Big sister True. Now that Khloe and Tristan's oldest child is 4 years old, she'll soon become a big sister to baby number 2, and Khloe can't wait. ET's source mentioned Khloe is very, very happy about having another baby, mostly because she can't wait to give True a sibling. And despite the drama, it really does seem to be a genuinely exciting time for Khloe's family. But Khloe isn't the only one excited for baby number 2's arrival. According to ET's source, True is beyond thrilled about becoming a big sister. She's been asking for a sibling for a long time and is so excited. Number 4. All about health. If you know anything about Khloe Kardashian, then you probably know that health is one of her biggest priorities. It seems like since the early days of keeping up with the Kardashians to now, she's evolved right before our eyes. She may not be at the level of her sister Kourtney, but it also makes sense that she would want to set her kids on the right track with their health. But she also makes prioritizing body positivity a huge deal with her kids. When talking about True being tall, but being called big, she said, "I'll say, oh, she's so tall. I try to make them be more descriptive. I know what an adult means when they say that, but I don't want her to misinterpret it." Number 5. New love? After all the drama surrounding her relationship with Tristan, Khloe opened up about rightfully wanting to take time away from dating. That is, until June of this year, when it was reported that Khloe may or may not have a new love interest. While nothing is concrete yet, it was reported that Khloe started seeing a private equity investor that she met through her sister, Kim Kardashian. It was first rumored that Khloe was dating another NBA player, which is on brand for the good American founder, but she was quick to shut those rumors down. Only time will tell if there will be a new man in Khloe's life, as well as how and if her children would be affected by that. But according to a source from People, Khloe is feeling really good. Number 6. Tristan's part in parenting. Co-parenting can come with a ton of complications, but still, Khloe is adamant about making things work with Tristan for the sake of her kids. And whether or not you keep up with or even care about the Kardashians or the Jenners, we'd say that's an admirable thing. A source confirmed to ET what Khloe and Tristan's co-parenting dynamics are, explaining, "Khloe has always been the primary caretaker, and it will stay that way, with an open-door policy for Tristan to see his kids when he wants." Number 7. Half-siblings. The Kardashian-Jenners are not new to the concept of blended families, seeing as how they come from one themselves. And that in and of itself can be a beautiful thing. We love that True has been able to spend time with some of her half-siblings from Tristan's side of her family. And we'd be lying if we said that True and Tristan's son, Prince, didn't look adorable together in this photo of them, which Tristan captioned, "Let me love you a little more before you're not so little anymore. #myeverything." So we can only hope that there will be more adorable moments like this once baby number 2 arrives. Number 8. Tristan is still Tristan. No shade, but are we surprised? To be fair, he and Khloe have been broken up for a while, and as we mentioned earlier in this video, Khloe has definitely moved on and may be seeing someone else altogether. Tristan is obviously free to do what he wants, which it took him no time to do, seeing as how he was recently spotted holding hands with an unknown woman in Greece, while the due date for he and Khloe's second child draws closer and closer. However, Khloe's main concern is her kids, not Tristan's love life. A source told ET, Khloe doesn't care about videos or photos of Tristan with other women, as the two aren't together. As long as Tristan continues to be a good father to her children, that's all that matters. Number 9. The strict parent. Ever since the early days of her first reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe has always come off as the funny sister. And she's even described herself as the fun aunt. But contrary to what a lot of people may think, Khloe's parenting style is pretty different from what we'd expect it to be. While on the Mom Confessions segment of the Ellen DeGeneres show, Khloe said, "I'm really strict. I have a schedule. I'm very militant with how I parent True, and I believe that a schedule saves everything." And while we're all still waiting for Khloe and Tristan to welcome their second bundle of joy into the world, we can only imagine that Khloe will continue to run a tight ship. Number 10. Quality time is a must. And this is a rule that Khloe highly prioritizes. She, like all of her sisters, are incredibly busy working moms. And even with hired help, their schedules can probably be a lot to deal with. But that doesn't mean Khloe's schedule is too busy for her daughter. According to Cafe Mom, she once said in an interview, "My days can get busy with conference calls, so I always make sure True and I spend quality time together in the morning, and we'll always have dinner together before we do her bedtime routine." We'll go ahead and assume that with baby number 2 on the way, there will be a lot of quality time spent with all of them as a family, and we'd say that's a pretty good rule to stick to. Number 11. Busy Tristan. And as you'd probably guess, Tristan's schedule is likely to be pretty packed too. But Khloe has also mentioned that he's been a great dad to True, and he seems to love spending time with his son, Prince, as well. But we can't imagine that would be an easy feat. And with the ongoing legal feud with the mother of his newest son, Maralee Nichols, it can't be easy to manage everything. And Nichols doesn't seem to be easing up anytime soon. A source close to her told Us Weekly he hasn't met Theo, nor has he initiated any meetings. This aspect hasn't legally been resolved yet. And with he and Khloe's second child on the way, it's a lot for the basketball player to deal with. Number 12. Enjoying life despite drama. Khloe took a brief social media hiatus in July of this year, but when she started posting on Instagram again, we can kind of see why. In her post, Khloe is seen spending quality time with her family on a birthday trip to Turks and Caicos. And we are definitely not mad at that. Despite everything that's been going on, Khloe has made it clear that her biggest concern is enjoying her life and spending time with her loved ones. She's spoken openly about making sure that True shouldn't need to feel any of the unwarranted tension that she and Tristan may have. And we love seeing True happy and able to enjoy just being a kid for now. There are a lot, and we do mean a lot, of opinions floating around regarding Khloe's relationship with Tristan. But at the end of the day, Khloe has made up her mind and is going about expanding her family in a way that seems to fit her. But we want to know what you think. What are your thoughts on today's video? Be sure to let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to The Thing Celebrity for more videos just like this one.